Well, it's time again. Dragon Ball fans everywhere, rejoice. These past several years for us being Dragon Ball fans have been very, very worthwhile, with two brand new movies, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods and Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. And now finally, we're getting our dream come true. We're finally getting a new series. That's right, no more animation exclusive shit like GT, and no more remakes like Kai. We're finally getting a brand new original series by Akira Toriyama. And the name of the show is Dragon Ball Super. Yep, that's the name of the show, Dragon Ball Super. I mean, there wasn't really that much of a big option to choose from. I mean, seriously, look at what we have. We went from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. Wouldn't it have been awesome to get a series called Dragon Ball X? Or that AFBS? That rhymes. Anyway, so Dragon Ball Super, where does it take place from the franchise? Does it take place after the events of Z since it's a brand new title? Or is it something different? Well, for what we know so far, the events of Dragon Ball Super will take place after the events of Majin Buu's defeat from Goku. So that's when it takes place. So it's after. Now, of course, once again, we're stuck in that 10-year time zone where we pretty much know nothing as of recently. We only had the one special, the Yosan Goku and his friends return special that takes place 2 years after the events of the Majin Buu's defeat. Then we got the movies, but while they didn't exactly have timeline placements, we could pretty much guess through. Ironically, Pan is literally the only source of timeline placement at this point in time. That Battle of Gods, from what I'm guessing, is Battle of Gods takes place 5 years after the events of Majin Buu's defeat, and a little bit of a spoiler from Resurrection F, since Pan is still a little young baby, which means she isn't exactly at a walking distance yet, which means she's under 1 year old, which does mean that Resurrection F does take place about a year after the events of Battle of Gods, not the 3 years that Beerus prophesied at the end of Battle of Gods. And then again, they have confirmed that Resurrection F does take place within the 3-year time span that Beerus set. So, where does Super fit into place? Now, we don't have a confirmed source yet. Some say sometime after Resurrection F. Some people say immediately after Majin Buu's defeat. And one even said it takes place 3 years after the events of Majin Buu's defeat. So, but then again, they have confirmed it does take place after Majin Buu's defeat, which means it takes place during the 10-year span. And apparently, there's going to be another new villain that is more stronger than Buu and even Frieza. Well, at this point in time, any villain's better than Frieza. Well, if you count Resurrection F, then that's a completely different story. But then again, this is a little bit confusing about Dragon Ball Super. Where does this exactly take place? If it takes place after the events of these God films, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F specifically, will it have the new forms? Considering their actual appearance was done by the movie effects, and most likely they're going to go back to the old drawn style like in Kai. So will they have to restrict them, or is that series going to happen before the events of the movies, which means there is no Super Saiyan God, there is no Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, that whole long-ass BS name of a freaking title for a Super Saiyan transformation. So does it take place after or before is my main question. Subtlety and continuity is what I like. Now, Akira Toriyama coming back is a big plus. He made Battle of Gods and, from what I've heard, Resurrection F, pretty damn good movies, considering the previous Dragon Ball Z movies, half of the time were good by itself, and half of the time it was so bad. I'm looking at you, Bio Broly. Anyway, so, and also Masako Noaskin, I might have butchered that name, I apologize, I just can't pronounce Japanese names that well, has confirmed she will be returning to voice Goku, Gohan, and Goten once again. I'm very surprised how dedicated this woman is. This woman is very old, and she's still playing Goku. Of all the massive screens she has to do and stuff like that, I'm really surprised she's coming back. I really can't wait. Apparently she said it's going to be amazing from what we heard, that Toriyama has once again brought his style back into things. I am very hopeful that this series will last for a very long time. And I really hope that everyone who was part of the original Dragon Ball Z cast will return in full glory. Hell, I even think Funimation's going to do a double of it, considering that Sean Schemmel is pretty much almost confirming the fact that he and his cast will be coming back to once again do Super. Now, when does Dragon Ball Super premiere? That's the main question. Dragon Ball Super will be premiering this July 2015 in Japan. So keep that in mind. So it comes out in Japan first. As always, we'll probably get the North American dub sometime. They'll probably have some details after Resurrection F, my guess. They're finishing up the Kai final chapters thing in Japan right now as we speak. So once Kai finally concludes, we're getting something new. Thank the Lord. Unfortunately, we might have to wait a little bit of a while for us, considering we have yet to get the Kai dub, the final chapters, the Buu sagas. So, unfortunately, I may have to say we won't be getting Super until 2016, from what I'm guessing. I really hope it's earlier. So far, we have no trailer yet. We have nothing from the series to go off of. But since it comes out in July and we're nearing the end of April, we should be seeing something very soon. Something like a big trailer to commemorate things. Oh, I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. We're going to be making more videos. Stay subscribed, and we'll see you guys next time.